Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back to Yorkshire Media One. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be, because I am cheaper and better than the BBC. You get me for free. You can't get any better than that. So what are we talking about today? So, doing a disclaimer, and this is my mental health journey. And the disclaimer is, I am no medical expert. I talk about my own mental health. Right through to my depression, right through to my anxiety and things like that. So that's what we'll be talking about today, my mental health. How have I been over the last couple of months and things like that? And have I had any issues? So that's what we'll be talking about. But like I say, I'm talking about myself. It's no way in any way of any kind of medical advice because it isn't. If you need help, then your first protocol would be your own doctor. But as I'm talking about myself, it may or may not help other people. So there you go. So, I, so right, my mental health journey. This is um, what I'll be talking about today. I'll be talking about anxiety, PTSD, and things like that, which I've got. So, how have I been? Well, I've had a bad start really. To I thought it was a pretty good start actually to Christmas, but I had a bad start really to Christmas. You know what I mean? With a friend of mine dying in November, um, nearly, you know, at end of November, and a very close friend of mine died, and it really rocked my world, did that. Um, and then Christmas came and went, and then January I was working. I was working down at recycling centre up until 20 about 23rd of February when I had another death in family and things like that. So I had another death in family that really closed me down and things like that. Started getting you know really depressed and stuff like that, and my anxiety levels and grieving and things like that. So I mean, how my anxiety levels work for me and things like that is, I have to build myself up to go out and things like that, and I mean, and that's what I've been doing. Hopefully, building myself up, going out, getting out. Once I'm out, I'm fine. It's just making that first step towards outside, if you know what I mean, and things like that. With PTSD, that's been bad. Things like that. Been having nightmares about car crash and things like that, and I thought that was getting better, but I have good days and I have bad days, and things like that. Um, any any suicidal thoughts? Some, not really suicidal thoughts. Out, nothing to write home about and things like that. Um, being paranoid, yes, paranoia, yes. People thinking that people are going to come and get me and things like that. All well and good, but that's just paranoia and things like that. So I have been paranoid and things like that. Um, my depression that's kicked in now. That has kicked in and things like that. But I'm working my way up towards getting a bit more better. I've done my grieving now and things like that. I have to. The people who have died won't want me to be moping around, so I have to get on with life and things like that. And that's what I'm trying to do is get on with life. Doesn't help when you're getting people threatening your life and things, death threats and things like that. That doesn't help. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's nothing what I can do about that. All I can do is stay strong and fight it, things like that. Yeah, and stuff like that. But yeah, that is, there's not a lot what I can do about that, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, so like I say, if you are watching this and you do need help, straight away, ring Samaritans 116 123. 116 123. So that's Samaritan's outline. That should help you and things like that. I've rung them a couple of times and that it does help and things, but talking helps. Yeah, I mean that's why I do this mental health journey. Now, if you are sat there and you are suffering with mental health, then you should be talking about it basically. Basically, your first point of contact is your own GP and doctor, but tell your family how you feel and things like that. Because no one knows just by looking at you if you've got any mental health problems. You know what I mean? It's an impossibility. People may think, oh, well, it's alright, that's what I look like on YouTube. I may look alright, but deep down, I may be hurting and things like that. It's always good to let, your friends and your family know that you're suffering from mental health. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We should all talk about it more and more and more. You know, we should debate this and talk this as much as possible. Get it out in the open. We shouldn't be hiding behind it or anything like that. We should be out in the open, and we should be able to talk freely about depression, about anxiety, about PTSD, about anything mental health at the end of the day. I mean, I talk about myself and things like that, and I always have done. Yes, I've had bad anxiety for the past couple of months. My PTSD's been bad. I've been depressed as well and things like that. I've been, my depression's been building up since last year. In any case, like I say, I had a death threat and things like that. So that doesn't help. People bullying other people getting on at you and things like that. And it just doesn't help at the end of the day and things like that. So, my depression is always ongoing. So is my anxiety and things. It's how I react, it's how I deal with it or try to deal with it and things like that. So, if you are suffering from mental health and you do need help, first point of contact is your own doctor. Then the next is to tell your closest ones near you, like your family and your friend, and especially your friends and things like that. And if you can, try and tell work, how you're suffering and things like that. It's nothing to be ashamed of, and people can't use it against you. If they do, they're not a very good human being, but they can't use it against you and things like that. So, it is what it is. But there is many people out there suffering from especially anxiety, especially since after lockdown. We are going through the biggest mental health crisis at the moment. People, with the cost of living, people are committing suicide. They are worrying about how they're going to make ends meet, even though they're working and things like that. It's not just the unemployed who will be struggling. It is also people who are in full-time work. They are struggling as well. And and suicide rates have gone up. Threefold. You know what I mean? They have gone up, and it's gone up this year about 8 or 9% so far, but it has gone up, and it'll keep going up basically. Until they get help. People with mental health, especially if they're worried about cost of living and things like that, they may or may not want any help. But it's always best to seek out help. It's always best to talk to people and things like that, and get the help you need. And if you have to use a food bank, then so be it. That's the way forward. It's awful. I do understand and things like that. But it's the young people as well. They're suffering as well. So is my age bracket. My age bracket's not so much really. But they are suffering obviously. But I think my age bracket are more able to talk about it. I don't know. But you should talk about it. You shouldn't hide about it. Mental health issues, and what we're going through is not taboo, and it should never be taboo. It should always be talked about openly and truthfully as well. And that's what I do. I talk about it openly and truthful. Talk about myself. I mean, yes, I've had anxiety problems and things like that, but people don't know this unless I tell them. Because they think, oh well, he's all right, but may look alright, but like I say, underneath, I'm not. If you know what I mean. But it is what it is, and things like that. But I do try and talk about it as much as I can. It helps me to understand, and it also relieves a lot of pressure off me as well. You know what I mean? And things like that. So there's problems what you may have, and they might not be as big as what you think, because you're building them up in your own mind to be bigger than what they really are, and stuff like that. So it's always a good idea, to talk to people, someone who you can talk to about how you feel, about your mental health, how you are, and things, and what you're worried about, and things like that. I mean, we are worried at the moment. Everyone's worried about the cost of living at this moment in time. Everyone is worried. What is the next government going to do to this country? We don't know. I mean, no one knows at the end of the day. But people are worried, and rightly so. But, But you shouldn't worry to a point where you're thinking of committing suicide. I mean, that's a no-no. I mean, you shouldn't be that worried. Or that. I mean, but young people, some people are. There's a lot of people out there working right now, be it in a desk or in an office, or even walking from work, worried and things like that. And and there shouldn't be. They should be able to continue with life. But with the cost of living crisis, as like I said, that's the main hub of anyone's depression at the moment, or anything like that. That is the main thing. That is the main thing why people are literally killing themselves and things like that. Last time it were, suicide rate were going up and up and up. It was because of lockdown. Now it's because of money. Basically, cost of living. They can't afford to buy food, pay rent, or anything like that, and they're worried about getting evicted and being homeless. It makes complete sense to me. So that's my mental health journey for this month. So, like I say, my anxieties, yes, it has been bad, and things like that. But I've kept it, under. Well, try to keep it under control as much as I can. Can't keep the paranoia. I do get paranoid and things like that, but can't help that. I'm always thinking like that, and it gets to a point where I need to, sort it, and hopefully I've got it rested down a little bit, and things like that. My depression is always my depression, and my grief. Yeah, I'm still grieving, but I'm getting there, if you know what I mean. And I'm doing hell of a lot better than what I was. But grief is grief, and I've had to grieve twice. So unfortunately, it is what it is. Right. So that's my mental health journey. Like I say, I hope this may help people. I'm not a medical expert. I'm just talking about myself. But like I say, if you are suffering from mental health, go to your own GP, go to your own doctor, tell your family, tell your friends about it. And believe you me, if you've got someone to talk to, it's a lifeline. It really is. Like I said, there's the Samaritans as well, 116 123. You can talk to them at any time as well. They're 24 hours a day. So that's my mental health journey for this month. It will be going back, hopefully next month. So keep an eye out for that. And I'll catch you on. Hopefully, I'll do it again next month, and we'll talk a little bit more about whatever topics out there, you know what I mean. But we will talk about more and more about mental health and things like that, because it needs to be talked about. It doesn't need to be kept quiet. We don't want to keep it quiet. We want to get it out in open. The government want to keep it quiet. The government want to hide it because this government are ashamed of it. I wonder why? Because of lockdown and things like that, and what's going on in the world today. So, if you like this video, please give me a like. So give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. It does help the channel, so please like. It tells YouTube that you like it, so please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon, it all. That will let you know when I'm uploading another video. Also, come back from time to time to make sure that you are still subscribed to me, because YouTube have a nasty habit of unsubscribing people. So, also share the video to your friends and your family, and to other social media like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch and Bing. Also use the comment section below. We can have a chat and have a bit of a chit chat and things like that. And there you go. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Catch you all later. Bye.